The Great Gatsby is a novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald that was published in 1925. It is set in the Roaring Twenties, a time of economic prosperity, cultural change, and social revolution in the United States. The novel explores the lives of wealthy individuals in New York City during this era and provides a critique of the American dream. The Roaring Twenties was a period of great social, cultural, and economic change in America. It was a time of economic prosperity, technological advances, and social revolution. It was also a time of prohibition, which led to the rise of organized crime and the speakeasy culture. Women gained more freedom and began to challenge traditional gender roles. Jazz music became popular, and the arts and literature experienced a period of experimentation and creativity. The novel is set during the Jazz Age and depicts the excesses and indulgences of the wealthy elite in New York City. The Jazz Age refers to the period in the 1920s when jazz music and dance were popular in the United States, particularly in urban areas such as New Orleans, Chicago, and New York City. This era was marked by the flourishing of African American music, literature, and arts, and was associated with a sense of liberation and freedom from traditional social constraints. The Jazz Age was also characterized by economic prosperity and cultural change as technological advancements and industrialization led to increased wealth and leisure time. This era is often associated with the Roaring Twenties and is remembered as a time of cultural and social transformation in American history. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The novel is about a young man named Nick Carraway who moves to New York City in the 1920s and befriends his mysterious neighbor, Jay Gatsby. The Gatsby is in love with Nick's cousin Daisy and throws extravagant parties to impress her. The novel explores the love, ambition, wealth, and corruption of the Jazz Age elite and ultimately ends in tragedy. The characters in The Great Gatsby are all seeking their own version of the American dream, whether it is money, love, or social status. However, Fitzgerald uses the character of Gatsby to critique the idea that anyone can achieve the American dream if they work hard enough. Gatsby is a self-made man who has acquired his wealth through illegal means and is ultimately destroyed by his pursuit of the unattainable dream of winning back his lost love, Daisy. Fitzgerald's novel also explores the idea of social class and the gap between the rich and poor. The characters in the novel are all members of the wealthy elite and are detached from the struggles of the working class. The contrast between the opulence of Gatsby's parties and the poverty of the Valley of Ashes, where George and Myrtle Wilson live, highlights the disparity between the classes. For those who find The Great Gatsby difficult to understand, there are several ways to approach the novel to help with comprehension. One option is to start with the retold version of the book, which can be easier to read and understand. Additionally, watching the movie adaptation of The Great Gatsby can also be helpful in understanding the plot and themes of the story. The 2013 film adaptation, directed by Baz Luhrmann, is a visually stunning interpretation of the novel that can bring the story to life and help make it more accessible. Ultimately, the best advice I can give is to not be discouraged by the difficulty of the book and to approach it with an open mind and patience. Take your time to read and reread passages, and don't be afraid to look up unfamiliar words or phrases. You may also find it helpful to read critical essays or analysis of the novel to gain a deeper understanding of its themes and symbolism. Remember, reading and understanding a complex novel like The Great Gatsby is a process that takes time and effort, but the rewards of gaining a deeper appreciation for the story and its commentary on American society are well worth it. Good luck and enjoy reading The Great Gatsby.